Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Impact Play. We are your weekly source for the latest news, updates, discussions, and debates that branches out beyond than just gaming. We're not only blurring the lines between gaming, entertainment, sports, and music. We're even amplifying those voices and having their stories told here on the Impact Play. Join us as we record the live show over at twitch.tv /the impact play, and by clicking on that notification bell so you will be notified when we do go live, or later on YouTube, or even on your favorite podcast platform. Just simply search for the Impact Play. However you consume your content, wherever you consume it, we are there. Join us on Patreon, where Silver Recruits and above get the show ad-free. Gold Recruits and above have exclusive access to not only the post-show, but they can even call in, being a part of the live show experience. Learn more at patreon.com /the impact play. If you haven't heard about Anchor, you're definitely missing out. Give it a try. It's free and simple. Plus, you've got nothing to lose. You don't need the best equipment out there. All you need is your phone and something to talk about. There's even creation tools that allow you to not only record, but also edit your podcast, all within the app. Whatever your passion is, Anchor is the surefire way to not only start your podcast, but also distribute it across a multitude of platforms, including Spotify, Google and Apple Podcasts, and so much more. Download the free Anchor app or simply go to anchor.fm to get started. I am Yashos Muhammad, otherwise known as It's Yagu. This is episode 103. On the agenda, we have the schedule for E3 2021, a new Battlefield, Atari is releasing a new console, Black Clover Season 4, Donnie Yen has been casted in John Wick 4, Loki is finally arrives this week, LeBron James walks off the court, and an exhibition match between Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul, plus the top stories of the week. So welcome to the very first segment of the show, where we discuss what we have been playing and essentially what we have been on. So, if you guys have been keeping up with the show and with me as well on social media, Itsyagu, ITSYAGOOH. That's a selfish plug there. But nonetheless, I've been having such a blast with Rocket League. Essentially, that's all I've been on this week. I haven't played anything else, just that. And I've streamed at some days, and then there's other days where I didn't feel like streaming. I just played maybe a quick match or two. And yesterday, was it yesterday or was it the day before? The day before. 2 days ago. I put a clip up on TikTok, and on Instagram, no, it's not there yet. It's on TikTok right now, so you could check me out there at Itiagu. I just started to play around with this new limited time mode that they have with abilities, and then you have extra tool sets and so on like that. Let me play a match. Let me see what this mode is about. We're getting creamed, so that's not what I'm here to discuss. We got creamed by 9-2 or 2-9, whatever. Well, I'm not gonna kind of spoil it because I want you guys to watch it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on TikTok on the video. It was not expected. It wasn't planned. Let's go and watch it and let me know your thoughts, your comments. And it's Yagu, ITSYAGOOH over on TikTok. So be sure to check out the latest video. Because I also upload a ton of clips and highlights of the streams that we do over on TikTok. So be sure to follow me there as well. And essentially, I've been trying to catch up with Lucifer. I'm still in season 1. I still have a long way to go, I know. And then the Arrowverse shows as well. The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, Supergirl, Batwoman, so on, and all that. So, no spoilers. I've been trying to stay away from social media as well as much as I can. Because even when I go on TikTok, I still see little bits of clips from seasons I haven't even watched yet. So I try my best. But that's about it. So I guess we're going to go on to the news. So first up is the gaming play. We have your E3 2020 schedule from Ubisoft to Nintendo, and this was compiled over on Kotaku. So Saturday, June 12th, there's the pre-show, E3 21, we'll go press conferences from Ubisoft, Gearbox, as well as GamesBeat. The Sunday, June 13th, you will have Microsoft, Xbox, and the Bethesda showcase out. Then you have Square Enix Presents. You have the PC Gaming Show and Future Games Show, and then it'll end with the Warner Brothers Games, Back for Blood, and 24 Entertainment. Monday, June 14th, you have it's essentially an indie developer presentation. In addition to Take-Two Interactive, Mythic Games, Freedom Games, Razer, and Capcom will also take place. Verizon and Intellivision will also be featured, along with a session with Ven. Tuesday is the last day, which will include Nintendo's Nintendo Direct and Nintendo Treehouse. Okay, and then you also have Bandai Namco, Eureka Games, and GameSpot will have events. But this is just like the top of the list. We still have other developers, other companies at the conference as well. So this is just a highlight. And speaking of E3, someone we did not expect, Netflix will be there. We'll talk about that later on because it's kind of at the end of the play segment, because it kind of intertwines gaming and entertainment. So yeah. So moving on, Gotham Knights has a release date. Let's see, this is coming from Games Radar, but it has been delayed to 2022. Sadly. And it's saying that the Court of Owls will be its big focus, which is they could do so much with it. So I've been watching, there's an animated series between Batman and the Court of Owls, so I've been, like, literally on TikTok, my For You page is filled up with anime, DC clips, movie clips, and so on. Family Guy, South Park, and all that. And this is one of them. I'm like, yeah, this has so much potential. Hopefully this will do so much better than Marvel's Avengers did. I'm excited for it, nonetheless. Hey, it's a close. There we go. What do we got? Oh yeah, last week we teased a Fall Guys teaser with I guess partnership, and now I kind of knew this before, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to guess. So it is Super Boomerang. Let me see, how do you say this? Super Boomerang are online. So it's essentially a new skin. And this came out 2 days ago as of this recording. Alrighty, let's see. Oh yeah, the new Nintendo Switch Pro has reportedly popped up on Amazon Mexico. This is coming from Games Radar. There's no image. All it says is in the title. It says new Nintendo Switch Pro. That's it. So it could mean anything. But apparently, they are saying that it might be announced sometime this week before E3. So maybe in a couple of days we get some sort of announcement from Nintendo, or they might even save it for E3. Who knows? So let's see, what do we got? From IGN. Koch Media, the parent company of such IP as Saints Row, Dead Island, Metro, The New Time Splitters, and more, has announced its Koch Primetime Gaming Stream for June 11th at 12 p.m. Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern for those watching us in Atlanta. This gaming stream will be part of Summer Game Fest, and while no further details were given as to what to expect, of course, we're going to save it for the announcement. But yeah, expect something new. Expect a lot of announcements, like from this week on. Fortnite and books. Okay, Fortnite's gotten a crossover with Mistborn, a fantasy series by Brandon Sanderson. Following a Twitter teaser, players can now get a skin of character Kelsire along with a themed back bling pickaxe and load screen. It's the game's first book tie-in. Fortnite's like literally started it off, and ever since Epic bought Rocket League, it's been so much better. Of course, you all know I'm into Rocket League now, and the reason why I got back into Rocket League is the skins. That's what got me back into it. The Fortnite skins are not doing anything for me now, so I just stopped playing it altogether. Rocket League is really something else, and I'm steadily improving each time I play because I'm learning new moves, testing new combos, and so on. But yeah, I love these skins. There's one skin that I missed out on is the McLaren skin that came out last week. I thought it was still out. I'm like, but then I ended up buying the latest skin that's out now. I'll take a screenshot and post it on social media later on today. So stay tuned for that. And moving on. A Resident Evil producer is leaving Capcom. For who? For Bungie. This is coming from Nintendo Life. He's described as one of the most senior figures involved with recent Resident Evil games. He oversaw the development of Resident Evil Village and the Resident Evil 3 remake. And before this was credited for the Resident Evil Revelation series and much, much more. Fabiano has also worked on Ghost and Goblin Resurrection and series like Devil May Cry as a producer. VGC notes that the role of producer in Japan often involves a mix of disciplines and input in creative decisions. One other highlight is his role as the character Peter Walken in Resident Evil 7. So that's it, and he posted this. I've taken a new position at Bungie, working with some great people and continuing my journey. Eyes up, Guardian. So, well wishes to him. This next one's coming over from VentureBeat. Hello. Randy Pitchford is creating LGBTQ plus understanding through games. Ahead, well, kind of in the middle of Pride Month. But yeah. Representation in media matters and video games are the new frontier for the push for diversifying our entertainment. Gearbox Software reinforced that as its writers crafted an expansion pack for its popular Borderlands 3. The expansion features 2 gay characters and was nominated for Outstanding Video Game earlier this year by the Gay and Lesbian Against Defamation for its annual GLAAD Media Awards. It was also nominated for 2 Gaming Awards, JAYMING. Borderlands 3, Guns, Love, and Tentacles was an expansion pack that came out in March of 2020. The second expansion pack for the hit game featured the marriage of Wainwright and Hammerlock, which takes place on a cult-controlled planet with the wedding of 2 gay characters. Wainwright Jacobs and Sir Hammerlock. It included queer, non-binary, and pansexual characters. The Borderlands series that has sold more than 60 million copies and $1 billion in revenue. It's as mainstream as a video game can get. And GLAAD praised it for normalizing LGBTQ plus behavior and providing a storyline that shed light on such backgrounds during a political and cultural divisive moment. Yeah. So kudos on Gearbox. And speaking of, actually we'll worry about that later. Call of Duty Online is shutting down. I never even heard of this before I stumbled upon this news story coming from Comic Book. Tencent has announced that Call of Duty Online will be shut down at the end of August. The company made the announcement on the game's official website and was translated by Nico Partner senior analyst Danielle Amar on Twitter. Call of Duty Online has been around since 2015 and is exclusive to the Chinese market. Apparently, Activision chose not to renew the game, and players will be instead be encouraged to check out Call of Duty Mobile in an effort to encourage players to make the switch. I did not know this was a thing at all. And this was apparently in a different country, so that kind of makes sense. So, prepare for June 9th, a new Battlefield announcement. This is coming from their official Twitter account. And speaking of Battlefield, this next story. Okay, where are you? Let's see if I can find it. I'm gonna leave you guys speculating if you guys haven't heard about this. Alright, here we go. Battlefield 2042 is apparently the name of the next Battlefield instead of Battlefield 6. And the open beta could be set for the end of June of 2021, so this year essentially. It's coming from Dual Shockers. New leaks from the next Battlefield game suggest that the Battlefield 2042 open beta will be available as soon as later as this month. The leaks around Battlefield 6 have been inevitably floating on the internet over the last few weeks. Things got started with some trailer screenshots from the upcoming Battlefield title, and then tweaked with a bunch of gameplay images shared by Tom Henderson. Up to this date, the only thing official about the next Battlefield is the fact that it's supposed to be unveiled on June 9th. Although we are only a few days from the announcement, some main features of the game have been leaked online once again. We're not going to go into the leaks because we like to stay spoiler free. So, are you ready for Summer Games Fest? Stay tuned on June 10th with the kickoff. And they are partnering with Twitter Gaming. Sony has announced brand new public Evo tournaments. This is going from IGN. The Evo Community Series was revealed on the PlayStation blog, dubbed a global celebration of the fighting game community. The ECS takes place between June 10th and August 3rd and will feature more than 120 tournaments around the world, with $74,000 in total prize money available to competitors. PlayStation made a meaningful move into the FGC esports scene when it acquired the Evolution Champion Series back in March. And this is its first public move into expanding the event. 3 PlayStation hosted tournaments will also take place during the ECS, starting with the PlayStation Tournament FGC Arcade Evo Edition, which runs between June 10th and June 22nd. North America and Europe, the European competitors with active PlayStation Plus subscription will able to duke it out for the chance of winning part of the $20,000 prize pool in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Guilty Gear Strike, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, and Tekken 7. The PlayStation Tournament Evo 2021 online warm-up will then take place between June 26th and July 13th, offering a $19,000 prize pool to competitors from North America, Europe, Latin America, and the Middle East, as well as Asia, playing Guilty Gear Strike, Strive, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition, and Tekken 7. Finally, the PlayStation Tournament Evo 2021 online side tournaments will also start between July 8th and August 3rd, allowing players from North America, Europe, Latin America, the Middle East, Asia, and Japan to fight for a $35,000 prize pool in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Mobile Suit Gundam, Extreme versus Maxi Boost On, Skullgirl Second Encore, Soul Calibur 6, and Under Night in Birth X Late CLR. Certain matches from the tournament will be broadcasted on Twitch and YouTube across PlayStation and the Evo social streaming channels. So be sure to check it out and register if you guys are interested in winning some cash. So the next one's coming from Tom Warren, actually. He tweeted this. Watch Dogs Legion now has a zombie mode and alpha testing on PC. He tested it and it's like Shaun of the Dead, but he couldn't find the Winchester Tavern. But yeah. So it's a brand new update and it takes you to London. And this next one's coming from GamesRadar. So it's essentially just an extension of his tweet. So, we are getting 5 classic Need for Speed games that have been permanently delisted. Did I say we're getting? Sorry. Sorry for that little tease. A collection of Need for Speed games have been pulled from digital storefronts by EA, and this was coming from Games Radar. In a post on Reddit, community manager Max Merrick told fans that the sun is setting on some older NFS titles. Need for Speed Carbon, Need for Speed Undercover, Need for Speed Shift, Need for Speed Shift 2 Unleashed, and Need for Speed The Run have been removed from sale. Not surprised that they actually removed them. They should have just left them as is. But yeah. Cyberpunk 2077 roadmap update and crash rate declines shown in Q1 2021. Essentially nothing new. Okay, here we go. This is kinda revolves around CD Projekt Red, but not Cyberpunk exactly. So this is coming from GamesIndustry.biz. Some of the people behind GOG.com parent company CD Projekt Red. Kidding me, I didn't know that. Huh, that's new. And indie publisher gaming company announced that they have combined interests and efforts to form Retro Vibe, a new publisher focusing on indie titles with a new retro twist. The new company's co-founders include CD Projekt Red co-founder and former joint CEO Michael. I'm sorry if I botched their names, but here we go. McKinsey, as well as gaming company co-founders Michael Afelsky and Krzysztof Poplinski. Kinklinski is back in the company, while Afelsky and Polinsky will be handling the day-to-day duties running the publisher. Retro Vibe also announced that its first 5 signed titles include Project Warlock 2, Genosec 2, Bayora the Looter, and Sharpunk Vermidfall. In addition, it is now handling publishing duties on previously released title Project Warlock and Genosec. But yeah, Nintendo is getting $2.1 million in damages in a lawsuit against Rome Universe. This comes from GamesIndustry.biz. Alright. Nintendo initially asked for over $50 million in copyright and trademark infringement damages. Torrent Freak reported. Oh, wait, I remember this story from before now. This is the one that was selling illegal copies. Amongst others, Nintendo initially demanded $90,000 for each copyrighted work. But the court granted plaintiffs' motion for summary judgment as to plaintiffs' copyright infringement, unfair protection, and Lanham Act claims, and awarded plaintiffs $1,750,000 in stationary damages under the Copyright Act and $400,000 in stationary damages under the Lanham Act, for a total of $2,150,000 in statutory damages. Yeah, this is that story of illegal copies. So I was right. So, Valve's attempt to overturn a jury's $4 million decision against it in a patent suit has failed, as reported by the Esports Observer, and this is compiled on GamesIndustry.biz once again. U.S. District Court Judge Thomas S. Zilli last week denied Valve's motion to overturn the jury decision as well as its request for a new trial, but also denied the request plaintiffs Ironburg's Invention parent company of Scuff Gaming to increase the damage Valve must pay. The dispute concerns a patent held by Ironburg for a game controller with 2 additional paddle buttons with the rear of the controller designed for a user's middle fingers. A key point of contention in this case was whether or not Valve's Steam controller, which has a backup battery cover with wings on either side that act as paddle buttons, would count as having the 2 along gated paddle described in the original patent. In the ruling, Zilli referred back to the opening statement of Valve's counsel, with the attorney arguing it was a straightforward case that could be determined with just two pieces of evidence, the patent itself and Valve's team controller. The court agrees that this case is straightforward, can be decided on the 525 patent and the accused device. Zilli wrote the jury appears to have done exactly that, but defendant does not like the result of the result the jury reached, and the defendant's dissatisfaction does not constitute grounds for judgment as a matter of law or a new trial. So there you go. This was you don't agree with the decision. If everything was right and just, nothing else you can do. Well, we got a lot. We have a whole lot of gaming news. This is just the first segment too of news. Okay. So Roman Sync Saga RE Universe, a classic JRPG for the modern age, is celebrating its first anniversary. It's coming from Square Enix directly. Of the fan favorite mobile adventure RPG Romancing Saga universe, with its exciting new content and special in-game promotions throughout the month of June. Players can look forward to special celebratory rewards. Hey, what'd I do? Special limited time content, new permanent content additions, and bonuses galore. So there's stuff going on now through July 6th. But yeah, guys are playing that, have fun with new DLC. Ubisoft launches Far Cry VR, an 8-player VR arcade experience with zero latency, apparently. Oh wait, so it's not like a game. It's just Far Cry VR is now bookable across 50 locations in 23 countries. So you have to visit a zero latency location. Oh, okay. I thought it was just a new game. Moving on. Now we already know about Nintendo. Foreign players are apparently being abducted by UFOs. It's coming from Kotaku. As the latest Fortnite season nears its end, players are being zapped by mysterious beams of light that seem reminiscent of UFO abductions. Fortnite players have been posting clips of their abduction on Reddit and Twitter. Most of them seem to occur at the game's drive-in movie theater. Risky reels. A green flash in the sky looks onto a player and lifts them into a wormhole, and which then dumps them onto a random part of the map. So let me show you what I'm looking at. So for those of you, for all you audio only listeners out there, you are definitely missing out. Here we go. It's like a warp hole, essentially. Yeah, we're gonna let it play out. Then we're gonna. Okay, here we go. Replay. Someone decided to clip this. There we go. There's that beam of light. Wait for it. Wait for it. Goodbye. No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Where are you going? Oops. Sorry, folks. Let me turn this off. There you go. Random part of the map. All right, I guess we're gonna move on. Atari VCS is going on sale later on this month. The Atari box was revealed to the world in June 2017 as a new console based on PC technology that already had been developed for years at that point. Despite that, it didn't take long for it to go off the rails. A planned Indiegogo campaign was paused at the last minute, although it eventually happened and was extremely successful, pulling in more than 3.6 million. Despite its rough ride, it included an ugly interview. The Atari VCS was well received. The console will have access to over a dozen games. Uh, mm, so let's see. Atari is saying it will support 4K HDR and 60 frames per second, expandable storage, options dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0, and USB 3.0. So we'll see when this comes out. Avengers. Uh, okay, let's see. Let's read this. Avengers and Borderlands spin-off. According to the story by VentureBeat by Jeff Grubb and Jason Schreier of Bloomberg, in particular Reddit post by Swine Flu Gang, along with more information regarding the 2K's upcoming games, is actually accurate. This leak also covers three different unannounced titles coming from the publisher, in addition to one of the different cover athletes from the much expected upcoming NBA 2K21. The story by Games. This thing's all over the place. The story by GameStop notes that according to them, Dirk Nowitzki, who was also retired from the NBA back in 2019, may actually be on the cover. So XCOM, Marvel Heroes, codenamed Vault, and Adventures Game in Borderlands. Apparently, we're getting like new stuff. They're gonna be announced on like June 12th through June 14th. So I'm not gonna go into this to say to keep it spoiler free, of course, but yeah. A Nintendo museum is set to open in one of the company's former playing card plants. They have plans to transform Nintendo OG Ogura plant into the facility's tentative named Nintendo Gallery. It's coming from AV Club. I guess we are in Tomb Raider's 25th celebration, 25th year. Let's see, what are we getting? That's all. Like, literally. Not doing much. Let me see something real quick. See if they're doing anything. No. So apparently they released a statue. That's about it. So they didn't do much. Wow. Let me see. There's a new bundle. That's it. Uh, the Definitive Survivor trilogy delves into Lara's very first expansion. Reboot trilogy. So it's just a trilogy. That's it. Just a reboot. They're not doing much at all. All right. Let's go. Let's keep moving on. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart will feature 60 frames per second ray tracing and plus a ray tracing mode at launch. And this is coming from Insomniac Games. We know about that. And Microsoft confirms AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution is coming to the Xbox Series X. So we all know that there's a partnership between them, but yeah, not surprising at all. And last, we're gonna end this gaming play segment with. Let me show you guys here. an Xbox Pride exclusive controller that has been given away to influencers and media internationally. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get one, but yeah, nonetheless, I'm excited about it. But I'm surprised I didn't sell this to help support, like, for instance, the Trevor Foundation. They could have done something like that, but I don't know why they didn't. But yeah, but kudos on them. Okay, now we're gonna go on to entertainment, and here's your entertainment play. So we have Sony's Marvel movie schedule: Venom 2, September 24th, 2021; Spider-Man 3, December 17th, 2021; Morbius, January 28th, 2022; Spider-Verse 2, October 7th, 2022; and Kraven the Hunter, coming out January 13th, 2023. Thank you for GameSpot for this compilation, I guess you could say. Okay, and let's see. We have everyone that has been cast in the Borderlands movie thus far. We have Kate Blanchett as Lilith. We have Jack Black as Claptrap. Hey. And then we have Gina Gerson as Moxie. And then we also have Jamie Lee Curtis as Tennis. So I haven't played Borderlands, so I'm not familiar with any of the characters, so just forgive me. Kevin Hart as Roland. Even though I have the games like on my backlog, but I haven't touched it. Ariana Greenblatt as Teeny Tina. Benjamin Byron Davis as Marcus Kincaid. And last but not least, we have Edgar Ramirez as Atlas. Janina Javankar as General Knox. And that's it. So, apparently we're getting a Sandman live action series on Netflix. uh, and apparently new actors were announced for the live adaptation, apparently, including Corella's Kirby, Howell Baptiste as Death, Doctor Who's Jenna Coleman as Joanna Constantine, and comedian Patton Oswalt as the voice of Matthew the Raven. Okay, and apparently Emma Stone has denied that she's in Spider-Man No Way Home. Thank you, GameSpot, for that. James Gunn has unveiled a new image from the Suicide Squad featuring Idris Elba's Bloodsport and more. Excuse me. Hey, I think that's it. Okay, let me show you guys. Hey, where'd it go? Okay, and there we go. There's your little teaser. Oops. There we go. Get on here. Okay. And all the Spider-Man movies that I announced earlier, Sony is saying that there is actually a plan to make some sort of universe. Or it's not surprising that they're trying to make their own MCU, I guess you could say. And let's see. And speaking of the Suicide Squad spin-off, Freddie Sherma, who starred as Prince Frederick in Netflix's Bridgerton has replaced Chris Conrad in HBO Max's spin-off, starring John Cena. Wow. Hopefully this one will be a lot better than the last one. Sharma, who also stars in the Netflix The Crew, will play Vigilante, otherwise known as Adrian Chase, a hand-to-hand combatant, a brilliant marksman, and a master of the lariat. He was out in New York City. So it's expected. Oh, it's a TV series. Wait, what? Oh, it's a show. Hold on. Yeah, it's a show. It'll premiere August 6th. Wait, I'm lost. The TV series, which is expected to air in early 2022, will extend the world that Gundam is creating for the. Also, there's both. So there's a film and a TV series. What was I gonna say? Okay, so the film is expected to come out this year, August 6th, and the TV series is expected to come out next year. It's confusing, but yeah. So CinemaCon is expected to begin August 23rd to the 26th in Las Vegas. This is coming from Deadline. So, the National Association of Theater Owners announced Friday that every major studio is on board for the upcoming event at Caesars Palace Coliseum. After a year without theaters, studios, and movie fans seem very ready to put butts in seats once again. Yeah, I'm excited about this too. All right. Okay, let's see. Bridgerton. Robert Evans is set to play Patriarch Edmund Bridgerton in season 2 of the Netflix series. So, yeah. So we are getting a reboot for Gossip Girl that is set to debut on HBO Max on July 8th. Oscar Isaac has shared a lunar look at Marvel's Night series. And then we're going to show you guys this. Well, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with this particular comic series. So there's no release date, so hopefully this doesn't take long to release. I'm excited for it. And then I'm sure you guys remember SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick, right? So Patrick is apparently getting his own show, finally, coming this July on Nickelodeon. Stranger Things Season 4 set photos tease a massive flat turn. Of course, we're not going to go into spoilers because we like to keep the spoiler free. iCarly is also getting a reboot as well. And we're talking about this last. So, Never Have I Ever actor, my Treri. I'm sorry if I botched this again. I'm gonna try to pronounce it as best as I can. Ramak Rishnan will star in Netflix's rom-com The Netherfield Girls. The 19-year-old actor is set to star in The Netherfield Girls, a romantic comedy with literary pedigree. The movie is described as it's a movie. Okay, is described as fresh and contemporary take on Pride and Prejudice in the spirit of the Emma Stone teen comedy Easy A and 10 Things I Hate About You. Rama Krishnan will portray Lizzie Bennet, the protagonist of Jane Austen's classic novel, who eventually discovers the man she thinks is Mr. Wrong as, in fact, Mr. Right. So the Netherfield Girls was sold to Netflix with Becca Gleason directing the movie from an original script she wrote. Temple Hill Entertainment is producing the film, and a release date has not been announced. So Stranger Things season 4 will wrap up this summer, so keep that in mind. So Isa Ray is entering the Spider-Verse, and thank you for the Hollywood Reporter for this article. Ray, the star of HBO's acclaimed comedy drama Insecure, has joined the voice cast of Sony Pictures' animation sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Ray becomes the first addition to the franchise's roll call that includes Shamik Moore and Haley Steinfeld, who are reprising the roles of Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man, and Spider-Gwen respectively. But that's about it. It's just essentially saying that no plot details have been announced and all this, but yeah. Black Clover confirms a season 4 dubbed release date set for this Sunday. So today. Actually, yeah. Wow. And for those of you that are fans of Sailor Moon, Sailor Moon Eternal is now on Netflix. It made its debut June 3rd. So I haven't watched it yet, so to enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts as well. 'Cause I haven't watched Sailor Moon. I knew of it growing up, but I didn't watch it myself. All right, so Loki is finally coming out this Wednesday, June 9th. Yeah, June 9th, finally. We have a new trailer for the Boss Baby Family Business. Of course, we're not gonna get into spoilers, spoiler free, and so on. But yeah, John Wick 4. Donnie Yen joins Keanu Reeves in the sequel, according to a report from Deadline. Yen will reportedly play an old friend of Wick in the film. No other details are yet available, but yeah, let's keep that in mind. Alright. HBO Max celebrates Pride Month all June long with HBO with a showcase of, I guess, a front page, I guess you could say, with LGBTQ plus content and so on. Kudos to them. Alright, I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the show, but yeah, this Netflix thing. Netflix joins Summer Game Fest to show off The Witcher, Resident Evil, and more. The latest addition to Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest livestream lineup is not actually just about games, not directly anyways, but about Netflix. Geek Week, as it's officially titled, will feature news, trailers, and other announcements from the network's game-based shows and movies, and I'm definitely excited about this. Because, you know, we're not just about gaming, we're about entertainment, sports, and music, so we're all over the place. So we have to keep up, essentially. And this next one kind of integrates music as well. It's entertainment and music. So Taylor Swift doesn't act in movies at all that often. So she is starring. Let's see, where are you? The star-studded David O. Russell movie. Oh, so joining Russell's mysterious new movie. So there is no title. So that's all we have, literally. So we don't have anything at the moment. So now we're gonna go on to the sports play. Naomi Osaka withdraws from the French Open. Naomi Osaka announced on Monday that she has withdrawn from the French Open and is going to take some time away from the court. Earlier, organization said that the tennis player could face expulsion from the tournament and future Grand Slams if she continues to not speak to the media. Last week, Osaka said that she could not participate in any news conference during the Roland Garros to protect her mental health. She was fined $15,000 US dollars in the wake of her infringement of mandatory media interviews. So, my take on this is why make them mandatory? Just let them talk about it if they want to. Let them give their take, and that's it. But I'm guessing is because because she's in the spotlight, but then this goes with it. If you're in the spotlight, you have to speak publicly. But she's not just taking away from like not speaking publicly. She's taking away completely from the game. So kudos on her as well. Sometimes you have to take a break. Sometimes you feel burnt out and so on. But you can't just let anything affect you, the negative or even the positive reinforcement. Feel their own noise. Filter them out. Focus on yourself. Focus on you and your zone and your this and what it and your masters, not your masters, your niche or what it is you're doing, your goals. Just focus on that. Filter out every other noise. Scramble it out of your head. Just keep going on. That's the way to keep moving forward. So apparently, the Los Angeles Lakers were just eliminated in Game 6 by the Phoenix Suns. But the most shocking that nobody expected was LeBron James walking out on the court. He just walks out, even though the game, there was still time left. Even though there was no way maybe they could have won, maybe they could have caught up at least, but not just walking out completely. Like even though he is the GOAT, I think this was his first loss. Kudos on him. But not just walking out just because you lose the game. When you win, what do you walk out or do you stay? You stay. So you should treat it regardless as a failure or a loss. Have the same reaction. Learn from them. Don't just you don't agree with it. That's it. You did horrible. No, just be there. You lost. You face it. You don't just walk away from it. And the last the last news sports play of the show is the Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul fight set for where are you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. In the well, it's set to start at 8 p.m. but the main event will start at 9. No, I'm sorry, at midnight. Wait, why? That's weird. Also, the broadcast starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, and they'll make their way into the ring at midnight, which is weird. I never knew boxing did that. But yeah. So you could watch it on Showtime pay-per-view. Showtime is $49.99 in the US. But yeah. Let's see, sports, and now we're gonna go into music. Haley appears to is teasing her fourth album on a cryptic website. So this is coming from iHeartRadio. Haley's next music era might be upon us. The pop star seemed to tease her fourth studio album on Monday, May 24th, when she led eagle-eyed fans down a dark rabbit hole that took them to a website containing a mysterious message. And we're going to show you this mysterious message in a minute. So I'm thinking that's the message. Loading. Oh wait, I didn't show you guys. Hold on. Gotta do it again. There we go. Okay. I can show you this. I didn't see this. That's funny. Try again. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh wait, my bad. Wrong one. And let's see. 21 Pilots and 42 Dog debut in the top 10. Coming from Billboard. Alright. To mark the 30th anniversary of the show's rap category, hip hop stars will pay homage to Canada's homegrown rap scene. The show will feature performances from Canada's hitmakers, including Ali Gaty with Tate McRae, singer songwriter Jesse Reyes, and If the World Was Ending duo JP Sachs and Julian Michaels. As the newest inductee into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, Jen Arden is also set to perform. To mark the 30th anniversary of the show's Rap Recording of the Year category, hip hop stars Cardinal of Shell, Julie Block, Maestro Freshuas Nav, and Javio Mati will give a special appearance to pay homage to Canada's homage rap scene. And this one actually, it's a hybrid between gaming and music. Twitch last week warned streamers that the recording industry is once again stepping onto the number of DMCA claims it makes on the servers, as originally reported by Kotaku. Thanks to GameHistory.biz for this article. We recently received a batch of DMCA takedowns notifications with about 1,000 individual claims from music publishers. The service in an email to streamers. It noted that the claims are all for archived video on demand content and mostly involve streamers listening to background music. Based on the number of claims, we believe these rights holders used automated tools to scan and identify copyright music and creators' VODs and clips, which means they will likely send further notices. While Twitch first started receiving waves of DMCA takedowns from record labels a year ago, said this is the first such contact from the adjacent music publishing industry. We are disappointed they decided to send takedowns when we are willing and ready to speak with them about solutions, Twitch said. Twitch has been talking with record labels about solutions since at least last November. The platform's email about the latest DMCA strikes specified they continue to talk with labels about solutions that could work for creators as well as its rights holders. And this is actually not I didn't expect this at all. As we talked about this previously with the DMCA takedowns numerous times on the show, but this is the first time this has come to light that Twitch is actually trying to work their hardest with the music industry, so to avoid such DMCA takedowns. But they still went around Twitch and did this. So now you guys are aware of exactly what's going on. And I also received an email from Twitch myself. But yeah, hopefully they work out with the solution, because this is it's needed for sure. So apparently Lil Loaded has died at the age of 20. May he rest in peace. Okay, save that for last. So Mike Posner summit Mount Everest raises over $220,000 for Detroit nonprofit. The singer and songwriter, Detroit native Mike Posner, said that he has summited Mount Everest. He announced his plans to climb the tallest mountain in the world back in March, and that he would be fundraising money to donate to the Detroit Justice Center. On Tuesday, he tweeted this the morning of 4:35 a.m. Yeah, so essentially he's climbing Mount Everest. So kudos on him. Hopefully he stays safe. Okay, I'm gonna go into that in a bit. So Billy Eilish, Her, and Kid Cudi will perform at Amazon's Prime Day show. Oh, well, shoulder. Okay. The Weeknd wins 3 2021 Juno Awards on the first night of the ceremony. The superstar took 3 of the 37 awards presented Friday at a virtual event dubbed the Juno Opening Nights Awards, presented by Music Canada. His mega hit Blinding Lights won Single of the Year. His album After Hours won Contemporary R&B Recording of the Year, and he took the prize for Songwriter of the Year in tandem with his collaborators Belly, Ahmad Belshi, and Jason Dahila Queen Neville. The Weeknd, we already know about that, but yeah. Kudos on The Weeknd. Hopefully we can bring him on the show. Okay, we're gonna refresh this. There we go. So this Thursday I will be at Access Replay once again because they have a new artist series as well, and it'll be live streamed on their Twitch, YouTube, and I believe their Facebook channels as well. So check them out at Access Replay. And if you guys are in the Atlanta area, just let me know. Let me know you're there, and let them know that I sent you as well. And we're gonna end this with Charlie Puth and Jackson TC's 2021 Life's Good campaign. And we're gonna let Charlie Puth tell you this himself. Hold on, before I play it, we're gonna. I haven't watched this VOD either. Okay, 1080. What's the best? Okay, full screen.
If at first you don't succeed and you fall down.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlie Puth, and I'm leading Season 2 of LG's Life's Good music project.
Like it should, just remember life is good.
I hope that we can spread some hope and happiness by making music together, and that you guys have a chance to show the world your talent. But above all, let's have some fun.
Camera quality is great. Can't wait.
I've written the melody and chorus of Life's Good song. Let me play it for you right now.
You didn't give up on me. You helped me get about my head. So who knows where I'd be if you never said. If at first you don't succeed and you fall down to your knees, or you gotta pick yourself back up and try again. If it don't go like it should, just remember life is good, and you gotta pick yourself back up and try again.
So now that we've got the melody and chorus, let's complete the song together. We need singer-songwriters. If that's what you're into, write us some great lyrics. If you like to add your own sounds to things, you can participate as a vocalist or play my melody or some harmonies on the instrument of your choice. Upload your entry with hashtag LifeIsGoodMusic_LG on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. You'll find more details below. Let me hear how life's good for you. Let's make something amazing together.
I'm gonna pause this real quick so you guys can take a screenshot or whatever. Okay. Show more. What is that? Yeah, apparently it's all here. So we're just gonna share this YouTube video in chat. And there we go. And I wasn't aware of this until maybe 2 days ago. I was just randomly browsing through TikTok as I normally would, and I found this. I'm like, wait, what? And as you can see, May 28th, like a week ago. So thank God I found this so I could share it with you guys as well. It's until June 27th, so be sure to participate if you are. Even if you're an upcoming artist, you're shy, you're nervous, just go out and do it. This is an opportunity. Go out and pursue it no matter what. Just go ahead. You never know. Even if you don't win or whatever, this opportunity can lead you to even more opportunities. Other people can be more aware of your content and your music. So just go for it. Alright, so let's see if we have any last minute news stories or discussions that may have missed. Anything news? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be at Access Replay later on today for their Dungeons and Dinner event. It's gonna kick off at 2, but I'm gonna be there later on today. So I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So if now we're gonna move on to reading mail. If you guys want to send us reading mail, here's how. We want to know your feedback, your thoughts, and even any questions that you may have for us by sending us reading mail on our Discord server, leaving a voice note over at anchor.fm/THEIMPACTPLAY, or even by sending us an email to readingmail@theimpactplay.com. Who knows, we may even be featured on a future episode, or even our special reading mail segment of the show. So thank you guys so much for making the Impact Play a part of your day. If you wish to join our community server over on Discord, be sure to enter !Discord in chat now. And guys, we're trying to unlock subs over on Twitch, and we need your help. Share the channel with your friends, your family, anyone who believes will benefit from the show. Hit the follow button, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we do go live, and leave us a review. We're just everything on your favorite platform. And I'll see you guys later tonight on the post show. Have a great one, and until next time.